All right, good afternoon, Viking Tractor fans. Yeah, that's right. There's about 240 of you now, so I really appreciate that. That's great. Thank you. I'm out here looking for my turtle friends, see how they're doing, make sure they're still good, doing well. Last week they all looked good, so I don't see them right now. They're probably hiding from me. I wanted to do a video today, just for kind of like the basics of conceal and carry. For maybe some new people out there. If you are super high speed, razzle dazzle, all that stuff, this is probably not going to be the video for you. But if you're a new gun owner, you're new to the world of conceal and carry, stick around. We're just going to go over a couple things. Hopefully you won't be bored. Yeah, we're going to just talk about the basics and do a little bit of shooting. All right, let's get started. So, no matter what your skill level, we need to talk about the 4 basic rules of firearms safety, right? Okay, so rule number 1 is treat all guns as if they're always loaded all the time. So what does that mean exactly? That doesn't mean they're always loaded, but we're going to respect them and handle them as if they're always loaded, okay? That's a good number 1 safety rule. Number 2, don't point your weapon at anything you're not willing to destroy. So don't, be screwing around and point your weapon at like the neighbor's dog or something stupid like that. So, number 3, finger off the trigger until ready to fire. All right. You may have your sights on target, everything else, but if you are not 100% sure you are ready to fire, don't put your finger on that trigger. And number 4, be aware of your target and what's behind it. A lot of times bullets go through targets, they keep going, and you may hit something you don't want to hit. All right? All right, so if you're here, you either already own a pistol or you're considering getting one. I can't say enough. I recommend a Glock. I recommend any striker-fired 9mm pistol for conceal and carry. They're the most reliable. I prefer Glock. I beat the hell out of this gun. It always works. But Sig Sauer, Smith & Wesson, and there may soon to be a review on this channel of an FN 509, but we'll see about that. Any name brand 9mm striker fired pistol is what I recommend for conceal and carry. You're going to bet your life on this weapon. You want it to be from a reputable manufacturer and able to work reliably. And that also makes a safer gun as well, the more reliable it is. And you want to carry that in a quality holster, okay? I recommend Kydex. And this is a T-Rex Arms Raptor. They don't even make this one anymore. This is a good summertime carry that I use. This is a 508 brand holster. This is ready. This can hold the pistol as well as a light. And this is a T-Rex Arms Sidecar 2.0, which also holds a light and an extra magazine, you can see. They all hold the weapon securely, and they all stay secure on a good weapons belt, which goes to my next point, and I'm wearing the belt right now, but get a good solid belt that is designed to carry a sidearm, a good stiff belt. You also have, you're going to train, right? So you want hearing protection, and you definitely want that eye protection too. Yeah, so after you got your pistol, one thing that I like to do is, make sure it's safe, right? You don't always have time to go to the range. You don't always have ammo ready to shoot. Ammo is expensive. Times are weird right now. So, and as a new gun owner or even an experienced gun owner, it's nice just to get the feel for the pistol. Run the action, lock the slide back. Take an empty magazine. This happens to be a Glock 18 mag. Take an empty magazine, drop it, put it in, drop it, put it in, put the slide forward, lock it back. Just get a feel for your weapon. You can do that sitting around the house. Make sure there's no ammo nearby. And you can also, what's very, very important, and I could probably do another video on this, but dry fire. All right, so again, making sure there's no ammo near, checking that chamber, making sure it's safe. you can dry fire your weapon. Well, what is that? Well, you're just taking it and you're getting a feel for the trigger. There's a natural wall there. Click, right? You can rack it, release. There's the reset, and you come back on, click. That's dry fire. And look at your sights while you do that. All right. Again, we're being safe when we do this, all right? We're not pointing at anybody, but this is just when you're sitting around. You don't have time to go to the range, like I said. Dry fire is very, very important and very helpful. Another thing, learn how your pistol works, okay? You don't have to be a gunsmith by any means, but learn how it works. What's happening when you depress the trigger? What's happening when it cycles back? And learn how to maintain it. The more you maintain it, and I'm one of those guys that, I don't know, I clean, not every time I go to the range, but I know I clean this pistol once a month. All right, so maintain your weapon so it's always serviceable and it'll be ready to go when you need it. And everybody's thoughts on how much oil, how often, whatever. My advice to you is refer to the owner's manual. Okay, let's do some shooting, all right? So we're gonna draw the weapon. Me personally, I carry from the appendix, okay? You pick if you wanna carry 3, 4, whatever. I prefer the appendix. We're not racing anybody, we're just training today, right? So I'm gonna draw my weapon carefully. Finger is off the trigger, right? And I'm gonna push it forward and present it. Now I'm pushing with my right and I'm pulling with my left, and I am squeezing this pistol tight. Now, do I have both eyes open or do I have one eye open? Well, that's up to you, really. I used to be one eye open. Now I have transitioned to 2 eyes open, okay? So once my sights are on target, center mass on that target, which is about 15 yards away right now, put my finger on the trigger, gently press. And then I'm coming off the trigger, and there's that reset, and I'm getting back on it. Finger off the trigger, and I'll reholster. Be careful to reholster. There. So you notice that trigger come all the way off. Just get used to working that trigger. Squeeze it, it fires. Come all the way off, listen for that reset. Come back, hit that wall, boom. Come off, listen for that reset. Come off all the way, and come back, feel the wall, boom. It'll make sense the more you do it. And that's where dry fire comes in handy too. Opportunity to reload. Magazine in. Now, what can you do here? I can come over and pull it back and put the slide forward, or I can hit this button. Either way is fine, okay? Me, personally, I just hit the button. Now we get into like correcting malfunctions and stuff. Sometimes you gotta come over and attack that slide. We're not gonna do a video on that yet. Slow. Draw the weapon, finger off trigger. Left hand comes up, push forward. Good, solid grip. Sights on target. Finger on trigger. Finger off trigger. Reholster. It just takes practice. One thing, if you are, my camera's falling. It's windy out here today. One thing, if you're new to this, don't be intimidated by people. Just be eager to learn. Find the right people to train with. The gun community should have like its own show on the Bravo network. What I mean by that is people in the gun community are always seem eager to criticize. I know I'll get comments in this that are probably destroying me, and that's fine. I'm open to constructive criticism, but people say things just to say things sometimes, you know. I don't claim to be an expert. I've been doing this for a while. I've had some privatized training with pistols, so I feel I can share some knowledge, right? But I'm not, I'm not an expert by any means. But just get out there, train, enjoy yourself, make new friends. But conceal and carry, it's a lifestyle choice. It's a decision that you have to have your wits about you. You can't go out drinking when you're carrying or anything like that. You always have to be dialed in. If you're in a situation where there's a bunch of people and there is a shooter on the loose and he's killing people and it's up to you to stop it, you have to have your wits about you and just really dial in and and hone in on that threat. All right? It's a crazy situation, but have fun, get out there, train. It's a great hobby, and thanks a lot. Whoa! Bloopers on Viking Tractor. So there's no way to really wrap that up in just like in one video. So, I mean, if you can take anything away from this, I hope it's just safety and those 4 basic rules of firearm safety. That is the best place to start. Just be safe and be aware of what you're doing. One thing I also failed to mention was when I speak of a good, serviceable, reputable firearm and a good holster, that's because when you're carrying, you need to carry with a round in the chamber. And you don't want to rack the slide in a stressful situation because we really don't know how we're going to act when we get there. And one extra thing to do is something to screw up, and it's also going to take time. So if you have a good, reputable, serviceable firearm and a good holster, carrying with a round in the chamber is perfectly safe. All right. Anyway, I hope you all found this video somewhat informative. It's a huge topic. It's just the tip of the iceberg. But anyway, like I said, safety, safety, safety. And it's a beautiful day. I hope everyone is able to enjoy at least some of it. I'm gonna go cut some grass. Thanks for watching.